head on over to this match where, boy, oh boy, do they have the best attire possible in this one. Let's head on over to our board.
Yeah, this is going to be a round 3 winners side here for Division Number 1 cricket doubles.
There we go.
Of course, you can see the two gentlemen there, Dumb and Dumber, rocking that. That's going to be Jed Neal and Kevin Schmitz. This is Matt Jenkins at the line now.
I'm really upset at Kevin for not continuing to rock the top hat. And if he's not going to rock it, I'm going to rock it. So I might go out there and grab it.
You should. You should. He is rocking a Booyah Darts hat. Is his sponsor.
Boy, what a good attire, man. You just can't go wrong there with that. As we'll get our board sound adjusted for this Division 1 matchup. And this is on the winner's side, correct?
Yeah, this is a round 3 winners side match here.
Who will the winner of this one possibly play? Let's go ahead and take a look. It's Pope and Wegman. So Todd and Nate. Or Dave Steincypher and Jason Lisi? Lisi? I think it's Lisi. We'll see.
Well, we butchered it.
It's okay. It's okay. So the winner of this one will play one of those two teams. And Porky and Garrett, I believe, are on the top side of that bracket, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, they're going to be on the other end here, already advanced into that next round here.
And who will they either play? They'll play Larry Keith or Ronnie Crow. Larry's a freaking under the CSC, and that's actually an Illinois team.
Yep, or Ian Makovic and Justin Dennison.
And Justin, an individual who did very well at NDA.
Yes, he is.
Finished in the top 32, I believe, in that bracket for singles, so good stuff indeed.
Yeah, good run out there. You can see a little bit of frustration, but Kevin the Rabbit Schmitz now stepping up here. Let's see what he's able to do with that opportunity. And he's going to run away with it. Or I guess the Rabbit would be hopping away with it as he finds a 16s as well. Now over to the Bull. Oh, no, he goes. Expands the point lead. Kevin Schmitz playing smart there, but that's a great shot from him.
I believe Kevin is trying to get himself back in the CSC, if I recall him saying that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a previous finalist, so.
You never know what could happen. As we all know that many of you have joined us for our coverage of the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Lots of quality, talented individuals participate in that, as well as this event here this week. With just a little bit of a slip, or just kind of adjusting, making sure he's good for this possible, win in this leg.
Yeah, I was actually talking with Kevin before this match got started here. I said, so tell me, because Jed Neal is playing great right now. As you can see, he just shot a 5, right? Why is he bringing his arm up and down multiple times? And Kevin said, well, he's on the other end of a hitch right now. He had a really bad hitch, and the reason he does that is because he doesn't feel like he's gripping his dart right, so he tries to feel for his grip as he brings his dart up, and that's kind of where that hitch is coming from.
And I was kind of wondering if maybe he was suffering from maybe like the thought of grip issues, where he just want to make sure his grip's correct before he throws it. We've seen that from numerous individuals in the past. I mean, Chip Anderson's one, Grandy's from North Dakota. He's been kind of struggling with that one. But Alex Hansen here saying, Kevin told me he's been working more on steel tip, which is not a bad thing if you're a dart player. And I say dart player because it shouldn't matter soft tip or steel tip, as long as you're participating in the game itself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the important thing, because you're just getting better.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. I played a majority of my events I've ever played is going to be soft tip. But you know what I practice every single day? I practice on the steel board because it helps you get that better mechanics. You get more information on your dart. And so any dart players that are doing that switch to play a little bit more steel is definitely not a bad call to do.
Or, I mean, every once in a while I'll flip it to that 13-inch and have a game or two just to see how big the targets are right after that.
Yeah, right.
It's a good idea.
Not a bad one. Let's see, Jed here needs to get his team on the board. Yeah, with all those flights blocking over the triple there, he tried to overcompensate a little bit, and instead it kind of got away from him, falling in low into the one segment there. So not happy with it. Matt Jenkins can really, really make this one hurt. That 2-number advantage could quickly be 3, 4, or 5 numbers, depending on how well he hits it here. And Jenkins frustrated. But he did do the smart switch. You wouldn't find out the first. He doesn't need to do anything fancy here. You want to be assertive in your position. You're already down a game. You want to win this. No need to go crazy. It's going to be a good position for Kevin if he can get right on top of it. He does. You can see placed on top and kind of glides right into place there. The way that the arc of this throw, he actually likes that slight hang on it because he almost uses that as a perfect marker. And we've seen it before on his first match that we caught on stream about 2 hours ago there. Yeah.
I do really like that we can see just the tippity top of Jed's hat in the board view. Oh man, that's great.
It really adds to the whole ambiance of this right here.
Indeed, Jenkins here stepping in.
Matt does want this opportunity to kind of get away as they started off up in massive advantage, but Kevin and Jed have just been fighting back from behind here. If they can go 2 straight, they're going to be very happy campers. I mean, let's be honest. With how tough this bracket is, as many wins as you can get in the winner's side is crucial to making a deep run. You don't see too many people lose in the first round here and make it all the way back because of just how many tough opponents you have. It's hard.
It's very difficult, and it matters how, well you and your teammate are clicking. I mean, if you're not clicking at all, I mean, man, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. You got to click, and I think like we saw at NDA, we saw Garrett Rakowski, Steve Hilger win that doubles cricket event, and there's a reason why. Garrett was chugging along, being the force for that team most of the way. All of a sudden, Hilger started hitting just like Garrett, and that's when you see things
get real terrifying,
real
for them,
good.
Right?
And they just ran off to the races and won that bad boy. So kudos to them.
Well, Hopkins there with that close in the 18 was a monumental shot. And you can see Jed and Kevin are like, come on, man, we're like right there. They're hitting 5s almost every go round. But that's the problem, is that they're not hitting that triple in the right spot where they want to really hit in a situation where they can move around the board more. Instead, they're kind of forced to stay on these same segments, kind of shoot these same shots because they're not getting that first start triple, they're getting that last start triple.
Indeed.
The Rabbit's going to stay here looking for at least 5, more than likely trying to get 6 on the board if he can. Wants to take a look at getting one of these closes if possible, but it just is going to be hard to get the case until you get a significant point advantage being 2 houses down here. The 5-mark streak is broken, though, as they went from hitting 5 marks consistently. Now they're stepping it up, hitting that 7 there. Does help get them back in the running.
Great shot indeed. Ooh, a little raspy there. We'll fix that one. Oh, beautiful. 9 mark there from Eon Hopkins. A boom.
Yeah, Hopkins hopped it right on in.
Wow, Nick.
Wow, you're just jealous he didn't think of it first, huh? Let's see how Jed responds to the situation, though. As him and Kevin have started to kind of hit a little bit of a streak here. They're not going to be easily deterred just because of 1 good rounds from the other team. They're going to try to answer back with much of their own. And look at this. Jed needs 1 more of those. Oh, 7 mark in there for Neal.
Let's say Nick the pun machine about to give us another goodie. Instead, he'll have to wait, as it was just a 7 mark here, but Jenkins steps in. Go ahead and go with these 17s would be my play, but he's electing the points. And I think he knows it's Kevin coming up behind him. And that's a great shot, nonetheless. Good shot, Matt Jenkins.
Yeah, that throw was not jank from Jenkins.
Gosh dang it. Stop it.
No,
Nick.
you said you called me the phone.
Just stop it, Nick.
Listen. You set me up, I knock him down. That's how this works here. We have this. It's in my contract. It's literally written out. I signed it.
Oh, my word. I'm sorry, everybody. As it looks like we're going to get some action up on our board 232 here in just a minute. Oh, these folks are having some fun, so we'll just kind of make this interesting on them.
Yeah, 7 mark there. That was the third one in a row there for Jed and Kevin. And it's going to be the first real opportunity where they don't have to answer from a big shot here. So if they can keep that pressure and hit that 4th 7 mark in a row, it's going to start shifting that momentum as they've been fighting along. Like, this part of the leg doesn't show them with a massive advantage, but they've literally hit 3 7 marks in a row after 3 5 marks in a row. Oh, that's a tough block, though, for Neal. Yeah, he has to switch off it. Tried to go for the close there. Wasn't able to secure it. I personally would have shot the 19 just because you already have the 2 marks on it.
Matt. Does it go right at the 16s? Looks like it. Exactly what he's got in mind.
Yeah, see,
Wow.
that's what Matt's been doing every step of the way. If he feels like he doesn't have a good first start at it, he's just going to move back to the points and play it smart. And that's why Jenkins has been doing so well.
Looks like we had a dart fall here, so
That was a cool Asteroids jersey. That's what I was looking at right there.
no, you're good. Neal here, looking for another. Let's see if he can find that triple bed. Point this up a little bit, not able to find it. Kevin Schmitz, Neal in detriment here. Possibly a 1-1 scoreline. We'll see.
Yeah, Matt here has been doing that conservative play style, but there's no need to be too conservative here. Like Leroy Jenkins, he can run right on in. Finding those 16s and now over to the 15s.
Where are you getting this Leroy Jenkins at?
Leroy Jenkins from the comments?
Oh.
I sold that one for Ryan. You know Leroy Jenkins. You've heard it.
I've heard it, but I'm just like, where are you getting Leroy at? Definitely Matt. Kevin's unhappy here with what he's got to do, but he's got to find perfection on these 15s. We'll see.
Even perfection doesn't feel perfect enough from this point of view, as it's set to go all the way here. And of course it is. Of course, these guys are playing also great, and they want to keep going in the winner side of the bracket here. You get into that 4th round on the winner side. Yeah, Hopkins here just trying to find that 15. Does get it there and can point more if he likes, and he is going to. Kind of putting that last little dagger dart in there if it connects. Jed, if he finds a double in the first start, has an opportunity to close, but otherwise, I really think you're staying on the Bulls here almost regardless.
You would think so here. You can see him just taking those couple regrips here, making sure his fingers are in the right position. And I can assure you, if you're thinking that's bad, I've seen way worse when it comes to
he does that and
couple glitches. Yeah, exactly. I've seen people that take a few minutes to throw And then once they do, they're off to the races. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Yeah, so with that 86-point difference here, it's going to be that 5 bowls needed, or excuse me, 6 bowls needed. So it's going to be perfection needed for Kevin Schmitz on the next go-around if Matt Jenkins doesn't take it here. But look at this. Matt's not going to mess around as he does find it in 2. We're going to be going to last leg decider here, Will.
Yeah, 4.17 there for Matt. As Jim said on both Facebook and YouTube, he's a nice World of Warcraft reference there. So some people got you.
Yeah, no, a couple people got me, all right? It's not all movie references and TV shows. Let us nerds hang out for a little bit, all right?
Well, here we go. How are we going to diddle up here?
Ryan asking about the jerseys over there. Those are actually the spongy jerseys. I guess it was a player that passed away around 2020, which is a very prominent figure in the community there. So that's the spongy jerseys was his darts name.
We did want to go ahead and, we've been trying to get a view of this gentleman over here on board numero uno, but hasn't worked out for us.
I think Jenkins overthrew that dart there, so Kevin's going to be able to get the start. So let us know who you have here. We got Kevin and Jed going up first for us. This is going to be the Division 1 cricket doubles. Kevin taking a moment, taking a big breath here. Trying to rally, knowing that this is an important leg to win.
And of course, the lovely wife steps in and says, dang, those are gnarly jerseys there. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They do have the top hats to match, Hannah. Although this gentleman decided he's too good for his top hat. Kevin.
Yeah, that's Schmitz for you. Just always messing it up.
It's all right as long as they put on some good darts for the show.
Yeah, exactly. No, Jed came back here because this was the first thing we featured was Kevin and Jed. Jed came back here. He's like, dude, I'm so happy you got our outfits on the stream. And I was like, oh, I mean, it would be a waste if not.
So I heard you guys were fine.
Oh, man.
Should be asking, do you have any of those USA Darts jerseys in Vegas there? So if you want any of our jerseys, anything that you see, what we keep in stock will be over at magicwear.com.
Yeah, well, we've been working kind of, that's possibly in the near future. We'll be bringing some with us and working with Jeremy to make that happen. But only hats and beanies available at the Booyah booth right now. But yeah, if you want to get a jersey, magicwear.com, you can go over to that site, and we've got a full lineup of like 7 or 8 jerseys, I believe, now at this point. But
there's a whole bunch. And the fact is that there's always so many fun jerseys. Where although besides the Magic Wear jerseys, we actually got someone gave us some jerseys today.
Yeah, we got a jersey from
Doug
Doug's Sports Pub there in Plover, Wisconsin. He holds a nice dart tournament there that I'm sure many of these individuals have went to. So
yeah, the Plover Tournament, Doug's Sports Pub Championship, also previously known as the Chain of Lakes Tournament.
Love it. Love it. It's definitely been nice. We've had a couple people stop by our booth and say hello as well, so always enjoy that one.
Yeah, if there's ever a random silence, it's because the autograph line kind of got through the curtain there.
That or somebody just jumped in the booth and started yelling haymakers here.
Jed's not going to be happy with that go around because he had a great opportunity and kind of gave it right back on to Leon. Leon's not going to miss it here. Look at this. This would be huge if he finds that 20, and he almost does. Hopkins very happy with that go around though, because that puts a lot of pressure back over to Kevin. Kevin finding the first one, though. Is he going to stay up there? Is he going to take the switch? He does take the switch, and you can see the frustration right back. It's the same shot taken just for the other team there. 7 mark there for the Rabbit.
Matt talking himself up here, trying to speak it into existence, wanting the 9.
No 9, but one more of those could help. Finding 7 points shy here gives Jed the opportunity to close with advantage if he does. Let's see how he does it. Trying to get dialed in there again, trying to get his grip perfect. Finding those 20s is going to do the switch to the 18 now. Finding the double 18 and then going right back over. It looks like he's going to try to point more on the 20s to be huge. And that is a great shot there and a beautiful 6 mark from Jed Neal.
Back and forth battle here in this last leg decider between Dumb and Dumber.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, we were due for some Dumb and Dumber lines.
Yeah, that one's from Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan posted that one in the chat here.
Definitely did a yoink and twist. He said, I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
I think I
you got
use
to.
that.
I don't know why it hasn't popped in your mind earlier, but
Kevin here.
yeah, looking to put a goodbye, my love. Oh, almost so. A 7 mark for Kevin.
Sorry, I just wasn't expecting that one. I should have.
You should have.
Expected that, but
That one's a gold. That one's gold.
no, it is. It is.
As he slams the gas and runs his limo into the back of someone's car. Oh, man. Jenkins going to have to look at the 16s or bulls here. And by look, I mean, going to have to fill her up.
Exactly. He needed minimum 7 mark there to get that point lead. Now, whatever he hits is almost a moot point. Knowing that Jed here, just finding those 2 15s will be all the advantage needed going in to finish this tie-breaking leg out. Jed just trying to get over his hitch here just so he can get dialed in. But again, you see him do it, and everyone sees that, and they're like, what's going on? Like, why is he doing that? But guess what? He found out in the first start, and last round just hit a beautiful time 6 mark on the segments he needed to be hitting, right? So, you know, say what you will, but the guy knows what he needs to feel to throw the dirt right, and it absolutely is the case here.
See if that's better. Maybe. And then I just fine, maybe. There we go. We'll see. We'll see.
Little jump scare there.
Ah, that's better. That's better. We're coming in at a better volume now.
Yeah, making sure we're coming in loud and clear for you. You can see Matt just gives a joking celebration there. He's like, come on, man. Yeah, one more bull here for Jed. Catching the wrong side of the wire, but he's right on it and does find it there. Jed Neal and Kevin Schmitz, the Rabbit,